Hi, I'm Rob. Welcome to your Daily Constitution. I am coming to you from the Rethink Home Studios in Anchorage, Alaska. So if you have a moment, take a look at rethinkhome.net. We have a lot of really cool stuff in here. There is furniture, there is a ton of artwork, and all kinds of just interesting things from all around the world. So if you have a moment, rethinkhome.net. Come by us if you're here in Anchorage at 322 Fireweed Lane. So, as I said, this is your daily Constitution, where we're going to take a little bit of the Constitution each day and read it. We'll look at it an article at a time, section by section, and just take a short video each day until we get all the way through it. We're going to read it straight through. We'll look at when items are changed by amendments, but we're not going to go look at those amendments until we get to the amendment section, and then we'll go back and look at what they changed. So, sit back and enjoy, and let's get started with your daily Constitution. All right, tonight is the 21st Amendment, and we're coming to you again from the Restless Dog Studio. Next week, I'm hoping I get some content out. I am going to be out of town, but I plan on still doing it, but we'll see what happens. I will be visiting family, so you know how that goes. Might not get every day, but I will try and get some days. But yeah, we will see what happens. So 21st Amendment, let's go ahead and read that bad chicken. So the 18th article of amendment to the Constitution of the United States is hereby repealed. Section 2, the transportation or importation into any state, territory, or possession of the United States for delivery or use therein of intoxicating liquors in violation of the laws thereof is hereby prohibited. Section 3, this article shall be inoperative unless it shall have been ratified as amendment to the Constitution by conventions in the several states, as provided in the Constitution, within 7 years from the date of submission hereof to the states by the Congress. All right, so how long did it take? The 21st Amendment to the Constitution was proposed to the several states by the 72nd Congress on the 20th of February, 1933. It was declared in proclamation by the Secretary of State dated on the 5th day of December, 1933. So it didn't even take a year. Most of the other ones we've seen have taken a year or more. This one took less than a year. And we'll get into some interesting things about the 21st Amendment here shortly. But let's go ahead and go through when everything was ratified. So it took 36 of the 48 states. The dates of ratification were Michigan, April 10th, Wisconsin, April 25th, Rhode Island, May 8th, Wyoming, May 25th, New Jersey, June 1st, Delaware, June 24th, Indiana, June 26th, Massachusetts, June 26th, New York, June 27th, Illinois, July 10th, Iowa, July 10th, Connecticut, July 11th, New Hampshire, July 11th, California, July 24th, West Virginia, July 25th, Arkansas, August 1st, Oregon, August 7th, Alabama, August 8th, Tennessee, August 11th, Missouri, August 29th, Arizona, September 5th, Nevada, September 5th, Vermont, September 23rd, Colorado, September 26th, Washington, October 3rd, Minnesota, October 10th, Idaho, October 17th, Maryland, October 18th, Virginia, October 25th, New Mexico, November 2nd, Florida, November 14th, Texas, November 24th, Kentucky, November 27th, Ohio, December 5th. I'll be there next week. Pennsylvania, December 5th, and Utah, December 5th. So it was ratification was completed on December 5th, 1933. So what are some interesting facts about the 18th Amendment? Well, let's look at a few. Shall we? Let's stop that and let's go to a different screen here. And this is from the National Constitution Center or constitutioncenter.org. And let me switch it on my screen down here. So although Constitution has been formally amended 27 times, the 21st Amendment, ratified in 1933, is the only one that repeals a previous amendment. So that's one. In addition, it is the only amendment which was ratified not by the legislatures of the states, but by state ratifying conventions, as called for by the as called for by the amendment's third section. The Constitution in Article 5 allows for ratification by either method. So it in the third section of the amendment, it said, it shall be in a convention. So why was that? Because by the 1930s, being in Congress had become a career. It wasn't just for the, pushing the country forward. It is now a political career was a thing by then. So the many state legislators and legislative leaders were likely and unwilling to risk the lobby's wrath, which was the answer is the prohibition of alcohol had lost a great deal of popular support by the 1930s, but the political power of the temperance lobby remained intact in many states. So in order to not risk being primaried or being kicked out of office and not getting reelected, they went with ratifying conventions because the public opinion had turned against it. So what's more, so prohibition was, pretty popular with the organized crime. Some of the folks like Al Capone, and that's, we got NASCAR basically got started with the rum runners and such in the South. But the other interesting thing about the 21st Amendment is the second section. So the transportation or importation into any state, territory, or possession of the United States for delivery or use therein of intoxicating liquors, violation of laws thereof. So thereof the state. So in violation of the state laws is hereby prohibited. So the litigation of the 21st, let's go ahead and scroll down here so you can see that. Litigation of the 21st Amendment issues is nearly always concerned the meaning of the amendment's second section, and usually the scope of state authority under it. Often questions arise concerning the impact of the second section of the 21st Amendment on the power of Congress, because Congress has the power to regulate commerce among the several states. But on this constitutional amendment, they said not in alcohol. So the courts have held that amendment means the power of Congress to display state regulatory policies is narrower with respect to alcohol than it is to other goods and services. Precisely how much narrow has not been fully established. So it has not been fully litigated with the Supreme Court as to how much power the states have. But the states have a lot of power because here in Alaska, we have dry villages, and that is a state law. And it's a local law. It's not just a state. It's not a state law, actually. The state law or the state legislature leaves that up to the localities. And a lot of states leave their lawmaking for regulating alcohol up to the counties, specifically cities. So you'll have dry counties, you'll have dry cities throughout the United States, here in Alaska. So, how much power the federal government has on alcohol is pretty limited. So anyway, that is the 21st Amendment and some interesting facts about it. So cool. I click this off here. Back to full screen. So yeah, stay tuned. Like I said, we will probably have a few days we might miss next week, but we'll get on to the 22nd Amendment as soon as we can. Hopefully on Monday, I should have that posted up. We'll take the weekend off so I can travel, which I've been doing anyway, and then we'll get back to it. So thank you very much, and we'll see you next time.